Welcome back to Sense or Sense. My name is Evan, and this background right here is Santa Fe, New Mexico, the Santa Fe National Forest. And I'm putting this on up here today because I thought the scenery is beautiful, and I'm going to be going there next week. And I wanted to share with you guys one of the ways that I book my flights using points through one of my favorite websites called Seats.aero. And I've been able to get this flight for a very reasonable number of miles, and it ends up being a very good point redemption for myself next week at the very last minute, actually. So I wanted to go to Seats.aero today, and now this is a paid site. You can pay for this and get access to great benefits that are basically out to a year. So you can search for rewards for up to a year if you want to pay the $9.99 per month, or if you want to pay, I think it's $99.99 for a full year. So you do get, I think, a free month if you pay for the entire year. So I'm actually paying for this service, but that won't affect today. They'll let you search for 30 days worth of availability without having to pay. So you don't have to pay for the search that we're going to do today. So what I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to go up here to where Seats.aero is set up in such a way that you can do a lot of different things. You can look at specific routes, and you can see all the different programs that they have available to look at. You can also do just a plain outright search. And this is what I do. I go up here. I'm based in Dallas-Fort Worth, as I've said before, and I wanted to go to Santa Fe. And the flights to Santa Fe, if you don't know, usually people fly from places to Albuquerque and then they drive an hour or an hour and a half to Santa Fe, because Santa Fe Regional Airport isn't served by many hubs. I think it's served from Phoenix, Dallas, and a couple of other places, but it's also extremely expensive. So a coach ticket, even from Dallas, which is like a 2-hour flight, can cost as much as $700 or $800 round trip, and a first class ticket can cost $1,200 plus. So I decided I had some points available. I have some, basically some Alaskan Air points. And so what you can do is, you can see here, I've already input the origin airport is DFW and the destination airport is Santa Fe. And this is a one-way search. So you go in here, I selected the date that I want to go next week, and then I have it set up to show individual flights. You can be flexible. You can add 1, 3, 7, 10, 28 days and more. So you hit search, and look at that already. As quickly as that goes, it shows you what availability there is. And this is the actual flight that I actually booked here. Now you can see the program here is Alaska Air, but it's operated by American Airlines. Flight number is 4931 from Dallas-Fort Worth to Santa Fe Regional. Flight duration is 2 hours and 21 minutes. It departs on the 11th at 8:20 a.m., arrives at 9:41 a.m. You can, what I love about Seats.aero is it'll tell you the number of miles, the exact cost, and the number of seats available on that flight for the rewards redemption. So there are 9 economy seats available. There's no premium because there's no premium cabin. There's no, premium economy on these smaller flights. And then business is actually the equivalent of a regional first class, but it's like the equivalent of a business. So it's 9,000 points each way for business class, and there are 2 seats left. I actually took one of the remaining 3 seats. So you can see here by looking at this search that you can use a pretty reasonable number of miles. This flight, by the way, it was $1,200 for first class. So I'm going to use 9,000 points each direction. This little information tab over here shows you that it's a direct flight on American Airlines. It shows you the number of points. It shows you the type of aircraft that you're taking. You can click on the business and it will show you the exact same information, or if it's, obviously it's could be slightly different based on the booking code and things like that. So, this is really helpful. I found this to be very, very helpful when I've been booking, especially through Alaskan Air. Now, remember, Alaska Air, you can't really transfer any points in unless you've got built, but you can transfer built points in. I happen to have some Alaska Air because I have an Alaska Air credit card, and I've also earned some actual miles on their flights before. So you can click on here, and it will pull up the actual plan, and take you right to the window. And you can see right here that the availability is first class, refundable first, 9,000 miles plus $19, 2 seats left, which is what we saw. And then for lack of time and to remedy this, I'm actually returning on the 13th from Santa Fe, and you can see that the availability here is also 9,000 miles. It's also available. This is actually a different flight, DFW to Santa Fe. But if I put in the information on here, then it would actually take me to showing me the reverse. So Santa Fe to Dallas-Fort Worth is also 9,000 miles on the 13th. But this is basically what I've done to be able to book flights, especially on American out of Dallas, and also using Alaskan Air Points. So Seats.aero is really useful. You can also go up here, and if you're uncertain about where you want to go, you can click on Explore or Routes, and you can go in here and you can select. So let's say your hub is Alaska, and then you can see every single one of the different routes that Alaska flies, and then find availability. You can actually go in there and you can take a look and see what they have to say about that. As far as whether or not it's available for your times or not. So it's a good way to look at different ways of taking a flight that you may not necessarily take. You might not even know that route exists. So these are really easy ways. I don't want to get into more details about Seats.aero today. There's obviously a lot more details about this website, but this is the way I booked my flight. It's very simple. Again, you can have the Pro, which costs you $9.99 a month, or you can just use the free search that's good for up to 30 days at a time. And it is a really useful tool that takes you directly to the website. So this is actually my second favorite booking site behind Point Hound, which I had the previous video about. This is my second favorite just because this one costs money if you want to go more than 30 days out. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today. If you like this video, smash the like button, leave me a comment below. I'm also interested to hear about what you guys have to say about your flight search and where you like to go to get your flights, and also some ideas about how you're accumulating points besides spend. So I appreciate it. My name is Evan, Sense or Sense. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks again for all your support.